Hey guys, we're back, and today we are going to be doing the Arena Open. So since I have seen you guys last, I've been jamming a bunch of games on ladder, currently at 259 Mythic. I'm really shooting for top 250 here by the end of the month, which you're probably watching this a bit later, but today is the 28th of October in this video. So yeah, excited. The Arena Open is about to start, and my plan is to do traditional. So we will start in just a minute here. If you are new to my channel or a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. Without you guys, this channel would not be possible. And if you like my content, please consider dropping a comment or a like, or consider subscribing or maybe sharing it with a friend. So I've had a chance to do really only about one or two drafts in this format. So kind of the only exposure I've had to Wilds of Eldraine since I've just been doing standard all month has been just kind of watching maybe a couple videos of some of the other really good drafters. I think I've seen maybe a couple from Numat the Nummy or Nikolai Bolas, maybe one draft with Ben Stark I've watched. They're all very talented, and so hopefully we'll have a chance to kind of fight our way here through sealed and then make it to a draft. But it's been fun. I think it's a fun format. It's too bad I didn't have more time for it, but I had a great time doing standard this month. So all that said, let's hop in. All right, so we've got the Irencrag, at least speeds us up on mana, so that's going to be useful. Gruff Triplets is the best green card in the set. Maybe the best rare in the set, perhaps? I don't know. It's pretty nuts. Bunicorn could be good. Let's see. The rest of these don't look all that interesting. Imidane looks pretty good, just 4/4 for 4. Yeah, I mean, that could be good. But yeah, really, Gruff Triplets, Bunicorn, Irencrag. Let's take a look at the full... yeah, let's see what we've got. All right, so in white, we have Cooped Up, a couple copies of Hopeful Vigil, Kellen's Light Blades, got the Bunicorn, Return Triumphant, Sage, let's see, Woodland Acolyte, Stockpiling Celebrant. So yeah, there's some stuff going on here in white. Let's see how deep it is. I think that might be, yeah, okay, that's all the white. Yeah, so light might have some possibility. For blue, what do we have? We've got, I guess, Hatching Plans. Frolicking Familiar. Okay. We have an Ice Rot Sentry, which is nice. Johan's Stopgap. Yeah, blue doesn't look quite as deep. I guess one Gatekeeper. Okay. On to black. In black, we have Ego Drain. Okay, so I guess only if we have, like, fairies are we going to consider running that. Ministrosity is good. I guess Hexmage is... maybe good if you have a lot of bargain. Barrow Naughty, which is Vanity, is nice. This guy is very average, but like 2 drops are fine. Okay, we have a Scream Puff, which is nice. Stab Wound. So like black looks kind of medium. Fairy Fencing. Okay, so you have like some stuff going on. It's not crazy exciting. Do you have a Feed the Cauldron? You have some removal, so that's nice. In red, we have Torch the Tower, which is excellent. Grand Guest is fine. Picnic Ruiner is fine also. Could be good if we've got green also. We have Imodaine's Recruiter, which is excellent. 2 copies of Cut In. Yeah, red is looking a bit stronger here. Edgewall pack. So like my initial leaning is we're going to be maybe red something. And I guess the green with probably with Gruff Triplets looks really good. We even have Ruby to go with the red-green. So maybe red-green something. Okay, we have 3 copies of Greta. Wow. Okay, so yeah, Greta's pretty good. I guess let's lay out like green black and green red and see how they look. I guess maybe white also is possible. So if we're gonna go white, what are we running? Like white probably wants to get paired with green for Acolyte, but that's kind of it. Yeah, green is really strong. You've got Genealogist, you have Scavenger, Curse of the Werefox. Outriders maybe okay. Possibly Beanstalk Worm. We've got Gruff Triplets. I think we're playing green regardless. Green something. And we have Graceful Takedown. Commune with Nature normally is like okay, but if you have Gruff Triplets in your deck, maybe it's worth playing. This just speeds us up, which I like. Tracker's okay. Okay. And then if we pair it with white, I guess white gives us a lot of early game, which is kind of nice. In terms of removal, we have Curse of the Werefox, Graceful Takedown, Cooped Up, Kellen's Lightblades. That's about it. This looks like okay. If we instead pair it with red, actually let's try pairing it with black first, because yeah, I really like the triple Greta. Probably run the Witch's Vanity, Monstrosity, Baronaughty. Yeah, we've got some nice early game in black, which just feels pretty good. Stab Wound. Let's see, Voracious Vermin. Sure. Scream Puff. Fencing. Stingblade Assassin is certainly, it's fine. It's just a 3/1 flyer, I think. Let's see, not dead after all. Kind of a nice little trick. I don't know how good Hex Mage is. Like, I mean, it's a rare, but it, like, if we have a decent amount of bargain, like, we've got, like, Hamlet Glutton for bargain. What else? Not a whole lot. Yeah, it seems sort of okay. Trick. Maybe if we need some more 2/2s, can run some of these guys. They're kind of sort of get in the way. So yeah, something like this. Definitely has enough early game. It has, I don't know if I'd run 3 Greta. Maybe 3 Greta is too many. But like Greta's really good. Definitely running at least 2. How does the red look with green? So I think I'd consider maybe we like splash. How good are we at splashing? Because we've got like Return to the Wilds. We don't have any artifact help. So I think blue is just out, which is not good enough. Yeah, we don't really have anything to help with fixing except for this one card, Return from the Wilds. Which does speed us up a little bit, and we might actually consider playing this just because we do have Gruff Triplets, and like the mana is so intense to get it into play. All right, let's look at the red. Okay, so if we go red instead, we'll have Torch the Tower, Grand Ball Guest. Yeah, and we do also have Ruby, which helps out a little bit here. Cut in, Edgewall Pack. Yeah, I mean, red looks pretty good too, though. We've got Raid Bombardment. I don't know how good this will be. We have Imidane's Recruiter, Tattered Ratter. Double Twisted Fealty. I don't know how good this is in... It seems fine. I mean... Yeah. Bellowing Bruiser. So something kind of like this. Like we're missing out on Greta, so we don't have as many... We don't have all that going on. But when we lose Greta, we have 2 cut-in, Imidane, Imidane's Recruiter. We also have Torch the Tower, Ruby to help speed things up. Picnic Ruiner is pretty good. It's kind of maybe a little bit more beat down. We have some... How many 2-drops do we have? We have Grand Ball Guest, Picnic Ruiner, Tattered Ratter. Tattered Ratter is not as amazing in this deck. Like, it helps Edgewall Pack, and that's about it. I think we need it for just for the body. Yeah, like we have 4 2-drops. I guess like Iron Crag helps speed us up. So we're a little light on 2-drops. And I guess like Torch the Tower can be there if we need to like get through. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think with Raid Bombardment, it's okay. It's better. It's certainly better in like red black typically, but or red white. So it might not be at its best here. Yeah, something like this. And then we might want to... Yeah, I don't know about running these Twisted Fealties. Let's see, how many creatures have we got? 17 creatures. Yeah, good creature count here. For removal, we've got double cut-in. Let's see. That's kind of nice. Cut-in really helps with Pyro Hammer. So cut-in, Curse of the Werefox, Graceful Takedown, Torch the Tower. Yeah, we have like 5 pieces of removal. So we've got nice fixing, or not fixing, but speeding us up with Ruby, Iron Crag, and then Return from the Wilds. All help us get to triplets. Beanstalk Worm actually speeds it up too, which is kind of nice. And then we've got Commune with Nature to go and find triplets. So we want to have our creature count pretty high for this card. Yeah, and then I guess what else what would we cut here? Like if we're gonna run commune, we want to have probably at least 15 creatures. I like the genealogists. Imidane's recruiter is great. Outrider is Outrider's okay. It's certainly fine. Tracker is also something we could board into if we need to. So I could see like maybe cutting Tracker. Although Tracker does kind of help us get to triplets in the sense of just like staying alive a bit longer. But if we cut like those two, I don't think we want to cut any of our 2-drops. Maybe cut Witch's Mark. It's nice card draw, but I think we have a lot of different roles going around, so maybe it's not quite as needed. So this is 40. 9/8 looks right, especially with Gruff triplets. And then, yeah, we've got Iron Crag, Ruby, and Return from Wilds all speeding us into triplets. We still have 15 creatures. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to do on turn 2 or earlier. And yeah, I think this looks good. I guess the only other question is, do we want to keep Bruiser in, since we've got a pretty, like these cards are all pretty powerful. So maybe we don't need Bruiser, maybe we just need something to get us to survive to that point. Tracker is nice for stabilizing, but again, we can board into that. Maybe we just use Outfitter or Outrider, just to have a couple more things early. And Beanstalk Wurn helps us get to triplets. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. So if we go red-green, I think this is probably the build. And then the question is that enough better than triple Greta? So like we have, from red, we've got double cut-in, Imidane's Recruiter, and then, yeah, a couple, like Grand Ball Guest and Ted Red are not that amazing. They're just there for bodies. Tracker and Torch the Tower. And then we would gain Scream Puff, Fairy Fencing, Minstrosity early, Baronati early, which are both better 2-drops. Witch's Vanity, Feed the Cauldron, Stab Wound. Yeah, like they're, I think, kind of like the middling 2 and 3-drops are better in black. Plus you've got Greta to help speed things along. The fact that you have 3 of these, like, it is very powerful. However, like, having 3 might be too many. Like, I'd probably run all 3 because it's so good, but yeah, I don't really know which way to go. So I think the removal is fairly similar. Like you have Stab Wound, Feed the Cauldron, Fairy Fencing, and Witch's Vanity. So you've got 4 pieces in black. Which hits smaller creatures, but I think that's still totally fine. Red gives us double cut in, torch the tower. So a few less pieces, or one less piece. And then it's just Imidane's Recruiter and Imidane and Ruby. Are they enough better than the black? I guess sideboard option wise, does black give us more? Alright, let's look at the black quick here. I think it's very close. Because if we're going to go black, we want Scream Puff for sure, Witch's Vanity, Feed the Cauldron, Stab Wound, Fairy Fencing, probably Vermin, Minstrosity, and Baronauti. So this is 38. Oh yeah, and then at least probably all 3 Gretas, honestly. I think we cut Outrider here. This is 40. We might want to run Stingblade Assassin. I don't know what we cut for it though. Like, it's a little bit slow. And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I guess we have maybe 1 fewer thing to do early. Scream Puff is a nice combo with Greta, Hollow Scavenger. So we've got some food going on here for sure. Minstrosity. They definitely make Greta pretty good. I think if we're going to go green-black, we probably need to have maybe 1 or 2 early drops. So maybe like some of these forgettable 2/2s. Then I don't know what we'd cut here. Maybe cut a Greta? That seems crazy, but maybe cut a Greta. Otherwise, I guess you could cut like a Genealogist, maybe. Go Vermin. Yeah, I'd probably cut like maybe 1 Genealogist. Kind of run it like that. So I think, yeah, some of the, like, we've got a little bit more removal, like just 1 extra piece of removal this way. We have triple Greta, which is pretty powerful. And then, yeah, Scream Puff is a great card. Just does it all. Like Minstrosity and Baronauti are both, I think, good 2-drops. Kind of hits the ground a little bit earlier. Greta can kind of get going. It's real close. I think it's real close. The only thing that kind of pulls me a little bit more towards red is honestly Ruby. Like, Ruby helps speed things along, which I like. Gets us kind of to live the dream to Greta just triplets a little bit faster. And then I guess you've got like Picnic Ruiner, which is pretty good. Imidane's Recruiter, which is amazing, even just as a red card. And Cut-In is always nice. Cut-In like deals with more stuff, like it deals with bigger creatures, which is also kind of nice. Imidane just is a 4/4 that gets in. Yeah, I'm very, very torn here. I think I'm actually going to go with red. I think red is just a little bit more. Yeah, because like for the black removal, only fairy fencing is able to kill like a bigger target, and we don't really have that many fairies. So I think maybe red is just a tiny bit better for what we're trying to do. Okay, so this is 40. And then we can board into like fealty if we need to. Can board into spider food. Could be good. Or like tracker. Yeah, but overall I think this feels good. All right, let's jump into our first match. Hey guys, if you have been enjoying my channel and would like to help support the content, you can do so at patreon.com/hand_of_justice. I just put together a Patreon page, and it really would help quite a bit in giving me the ability to continue to make great videos here for you guys going forward. Here is what the page looks like. I'll include a description or a link in the description, but this is the page you'll see, and then you'll have an option here of which level you'd like to support at if you are able. We have all the way from dedicated, Justicar, Magister, and Titan levels of support. So with this, you will get early access to my content, and then in addition, at the higher levels, you will also be listed as part of a special thanks at the beginning of each of my videos. So it really does mean the world to me, and thank you guys so much again for supporting. Even if you're only able just to watch my videos and not support monetarily, it does mean a great deal to me. So thank you so much for watching. Yeah, and I think the only reason we're running the go and find a creature card is because of triplets. Whew. So unfortunately, we only have one colored mana. I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand. It hasn't gotten any better. Ugh. I don't want to go down to 5. We have at least a 2-drop. I think we throw back Commune with Nature and just hope we get there. Whew. That was excellent. Still got a long way to go, but that's okay. Our opponent is stuck on land. I think we just want to keep going here and just kind of pump out some land. I guess we get Grand Ball Guest down. Yeah. Like, we're not, I guess we're not in a super rush. Because we'll have 5 mana next turn, unless, like, we draw into Gruff Triplets. We don't necessarily need this right away. Alright, so I think we just play this and then attack. Just because maybe we've got tricks. Sometimes they fall for it. Oh, I'm so happy they killed that guy instead of Ruby. Oh, man. Okay, this is great. So now we can just play Beanstalk Worm as a 5/4, which is prime. And since they're on land, like stuck on land, instead of getting the extra land out, which I don't really care about, I think just getting this going is amazing. Okay, they got a land, but it's in Evolving Wilds. You know, I didn't even realize this thing has reach. That's great. Okay, double Candy Grapple is kind of rough. Since we've got triple green now, I don't know that we necessarily need the green. So I guess maybe let's get a food token. I guess if they kill our guy. But that's only if we draw Gruff Triplets. So this is probably the safer play. Just gives us a little bit more time. I will take a Hamlet Glutton, though. So I suppose what we could do here is, if we care about getting the extra damage in, we could like sack our 1/1 to get this thing going, and then attack with Tracker also. Or we could sack the food. I think we're gaining some life here, so I think maybe sacking the food is okay. Otherwise, we just pay the full 7, but we're not pushing damage. Yeah, I think let's try bargaining it. I don't know that having the 1/1 is more useful, but hopefully they're out of removal. Shrouded Shepherd is great. Okay, so they're planning to triple block. Genealogist is pretty funny. And then I don't think we want to give them... I think, yeah, because if we attack with Ruby as a 3/4, they'll just like block like that and it'll be awkward. So I think we just get in with Glutton by itself. Okay, so wait a second. Each creature is enchanted by an aura you control. Okay. Got it. All right. So you have enough to kill it now. I guess knowing that we get like we get some free damage in if we attack with Ruby and the Genealogist. Because they could like double block it, but then that's putting them closer to lethal. So I think we just push with everything here. Get some free damage in. Because yeah, if they triple block, like we only get to kill 2 creatures, but we do also get in like a free 5 damage. I don't love leaving Armory Mice around, but I think it's the least bad option. So I think we just want to kill the other 2. Yeah, I don't love the lifelink. We need some more action here. Okay, cut-in was just perfect. Put the young hero roll on our, I guess on the tracker. Power 4 or greater. Okay. So if we cut in the Twin Vol Guide, what does that do for us? This thing attacks as a 2/3. We come in with 2/2/3s. Like they can choose to finish off Ruby. And then we've got like Genealogist against Baronauti. Too bad this is a sorcery. Otherwise this thing gets in as a 3/4. And we still can't kill both. Yeah, I think we get the Twin Vol Guide. And I think we want this attached to... Oh, God. Probably against a Ruby. So now I think we... God, is it worth even getting in right now? Yeah, like they just trade here and then we're left with Genealogist versus Naughty. I don't know that that's necessarily worth doing. Maybe we just sit. Although next turn they're going to have Shepherd. they'll have like this plus that. I think we're better off having this thing hang out for a second here. So I think we just sit. It's not ideal, but we don't want that thing having lifelink. Okay, 2 involved guide is rough. Well, now this is kind of interesting because we can play this and then sacrifice the food to make it a 4 power or greater, and then this will get +2/+2 when it attacks, and so it'll be the young hero buff, and then also the +2/+2. I think that would make it a 4/5. So maybe we wait till next turn to do it. I guess they have the 2 invol guide next turn is the only problem. We could do it now, but then we don't have the benefit of attacking with our Hollowvale Scavenger. So I think we just sit. Okay. Oh, wow. That's totally nuts. Okay. Wow, that's crazy good. I'm not sure how we actually beat that. That's insanely good. Because, yeah, this thing only becomes a 5/4. Can't talk to a 6/7. Yeah. That might be game. I hope not, but we're gonna need like gruff triplets or something to get us out of this. And now they have lifelink. Oh, this is a beating. Yeah, they're just kind of beating us here in the air. Oh, this sucks. Man, that Ingenious Prodigy, what a beating. So we could technically get in with Hollow Scavenger as a 5/4. I guess they can like double block it or something, and then they're fine. this thing will be a 4/5, so it would just push against the Prodigy. So I think getting with these two is worth considering. I guess they could come back with everything next turn. If we like block here, we take 2, 4. I guess we've got the food. So I think we can safely actually attack with these two. Oh, hang on a second. This thing only happens when it attacks, so I would have had to use the food first. Yeah, I think I missed the step because I would have had to sack the food and then attack. And now they've got enough life from Baronati that we're probably just out of it. Double Shepherd is super nasty. So yeah, I guess they're just splashing blue just for this Prodigy, which makes sense. Do we need all of our mana? I think we can pay for that. So we go to 4. If they push with everything, we're still probably dead. Yeah, we're taking a minimum of 2 in the air. I think we're still dead here. Because like we have to sack food just to survive from 2 and Fall Guide. They push with everything. I guess I could put it on the Scavenger to make it like a 4/3, and then these things can attack and do something. But they're at 12. I think we don't want to show them the second cut in, so I think we're just dead here. So they definitely have like a bunch of flyers. I think it's worth bringing in Tracker and probably Spider Food. What do we cut? I think honestly we probably just cut some of our weakest cards here. Like Tattered Rider is just not great, and they're not super quick. Honestly, that and probably Grand Ball Guest is just not as exciting. It just doesn't do much. I feel like those are the easy cuts. Just kind of slow down the matchup a little bit. But I think the cut-ins are great because they do have like a bunch of X4s. I guess we could also like transformation sideboard to like green black. We think that's better. Okay, we need to start drawing better hands. Sure, that'll work. And I definitely want to do stolen goodies if we can do it. Okay, that's a nice draw. So I think let's just get Scavenger going. And then we can start Picnic Ruining. So I think we just take this. I guess we'd eat their Savor the Sleeping, right? It's not like sorcery speed, right? And now we can Picnic Ruiner. We could also cut in to get a young hero roll going, which is kind of fun. I think Picnic Ruiner maybe is a little bit funner because we can get this thing going. Yeah, let's do this instead. Although I suppose if they have Candy Grapple, they can deal with it. So hopefully they haven't got Candy Grapple. That'd be awkward. Let's just torch the Neva. And we can ruin her. Let's see, this thing only attaches to equipped heroes. Okay, right. Now we can graceful takedown if we want. I don't know that we care. Yeah, I think we just get that thing down and then just push. I guess we can start clearing stuff now because we've got like so much. We have like so much business. We can just start getting rid of their nonsense. Because we plan to like cut in next turn. We just want to clear blockers, honestly. So they have like Candy Grapple probably, or they're representing it. Imodane is fun. Yeah, that actually, Imodane is amazing. And then we get to get Iron Crag going. Although, if we just cut in and they don't have Candy Grapple, they just lose the game, right? I guess they don't just lose. Alright, let's get Eldraine going. Yeah, because we don't... That sounds good. So yeah, we can get into both. Although I guess they just block here. Never mind, that was... Whoops. I guess we'd be okay trading Pictogarena for Savory the Sleeping. Yeah, there's the Candy Grapple. So I figured they had it. But now Cut-In just kills them unless they kill Eldraine. So they're representing another Candy Grapple. But this should just kill them. Sure. Wait, they did... Hang on. Oh, it only has to target a single target. Got it. So it doesn't actually work with, because it targets two things because of the Young Hero roll. So I guess if I choose not to target with Young Hero, then it would have done the damage. I think that's how it works. So if I just like choose not to make a Young Hero roll, then I can do the 4. Okay, we've got a hand that has both colors of mana. It's a little slow, but that's okay. They're down to 6. Woo! And there's the there's the boom booms. We can get it to go. Just need some mana. I've seen Baronati every game. So here I think we just take some damage. Man, that Shrouded Shepherd is really good. Yeah, I guess we're okay trading with Shepherd here. I mean, like, we don't get the benefit of, like, Genealogist. Oh, let's see. Is it better? I mean, like, Cut-In really wants us to have this guy survive. So maybe we just take 6 here. Okay, there's the green. So now we can, like, cut in the vermin. Or just Genealogist. Like, I guess if we cut in the vermin, they're pushing another 4, which isn't amazing. And then we can do these 2 next turn. Yeah, I think I want to do it. So like next turn we go Genealogist plus Takedown, and then triplets. Oh, I guess we already have a Royal Roll. Or Young Hero. What does Royal Roll do again? +1/+1 and Ward? I guess we could just Spider Food instead. We could take down plus Spider Food. I guess let's take down Ariette to start. Actually, let's just Genealogist to get the body out there, I think. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, functionally, that's pretty close. What does this thing do? Sack a life. Or sack a creature, okay. I think we might have this one in the bag. Just maybe. Prodigy is not going to do it. Yeah, because now we just push and they're dead. Whew, close one. Well, close match. This game, not so much, but close match. All right, we will see you back for round 2.